Asheville, Knoxville, Kirby Smith with Litespeed Construction coming to you today from Knoxville, Tennessee with our very good friend Wilson Tate. Wilson, welcome.
Thank you very much, Kirby. Glad to be here.
Awesome. GAF has got a really cool market share. You guys are one of the biggest shingle manufacturers in the country. Timberline HD and Timberline Natural Shadow. Is there any difference between those two shingles?
The product is made the same, so there's no difference between the way it's made, no.
Which one's more popular in sales, Natural Shadow or high def shingles?
The high def, most definitely.
So most customers that are going to be buying a GAF roof will have an HD shingle on their roof.
Absolutely.
No real difference between the shingle, it's just the color and the granules of the shingle.
It's the particulate drop is lighter on the Natural Shadow. That is the only difference.
GAF has plants all over the country and they've got technology associated with those plants. They update those plants every single year?
Every year there's a shutdown and they do new technology on those plants every year, whether it's lighting, the way we cut the product, the waste factor, whatever.
Safety?
Safety every year. Safety is first and foremost every year.
Yeah.
So there's 7 plants and we continue to grow the plants every year. That's just on the residential side. Then we have commercial plants as well.
Yeah, well, that would make sense since you guys supply more than most other companies and some of them put together. Guys, Litespeed Construction is delighted to partner in Asheville and in Knoxville with Wilson and GAF as a master elite. Can you touch base on the warranty packages for GAF and what they mean and who can install those warranties and what it actually means when it says lifetime shingle on the side of a bag of shingles? What does that actually mean versus a warranty?
Well, let's start off with the Master Elite, which you are. The Master Elite is the cream of the crop of installers. They have been field tested and reviewed by GAF, so we stand behind Master Elite contractors. As far as the warranty, there are 3 warranties that a Master Elite can promote. Everything from the Systems Plus, Silver Pledge to a Golden Pledge, and it goes from material warranty to a 25-year labor warranty.
25-year workmanship,
yes.
Yeah. So System Plus, there's several different tiers of contractors that can install a System Plus warranty, which is a material-only 50 years against manufacturer's defects warranty.
Correct.
Okay, and that's an aftermarket warranty. That's not necessarily written on the side of the bag because it says lifetime on the side of the bag. I want to make sure our customer base understands that.
That is correct. It is an extended warranty.
Lifetime on the side of the bag for Natural Shadow and HD. What does that mean for versus a System Plus, what you're talking about?
So first of all, GF has the best warranty in the industry, so I want to make sure everybody understands that. But the warranty that comes on the side of the bag, it's 10 years non-prorated and then it prorates after that. When they do the extended warranty, that's total difference.
Total difference.
That's a total difference
Okay,
there.
okay. And it means it does not prorate over 50 years of the shingle. In other words, if there's a manufacturer defect in 35 years, if your shingles release granules too much or they bubble or fractures in a mat, there's problems.
GF's going to stand behind that.
GF stands behind that and pays labor and materials to put that new roof back on.
That is correct.
Okay. So the lifetime that's spoken on the side of the bag means it's 10 years non-prorated, and then maybe you get something, maybe you don't after that. That's what I tell folks. I'm sorry, maybe I'm not saying that exactly. You can have your lawyers call me if they need to.
You are saying it correctly. It depends on the year after the proration. So the longer the years go by, the less proration you get. That's kind of the easiest way to explain it.
If you can provide things like invoices, proof of sale, stuff like that.
Correct.
So you need to hang on to your paperwork and hope like heck that does make sense somewhere along the way.
Never lose your installed paperwork.
There you go. The System Plus is a little different because GF actually holds that warranty. You guys have a record of that warranty. Even though your suggestions don't lose your paperwork, on a System Plus, GF's going to have that as a registered warranty for a System Plus, correct?
On any extended warranty, GAF, the homeowner never has to worry. That is always there, and it's transferable one time.
Understood. The Silver Pledge, new. You guys just rolled out with it, maybe within the last 12 months. Golden Pledge, 50 years on the shingles, 25 years on the workmanship. System Plus, 50 years on the shingles against manufacturer defects. So you got 2 different warranties. Silver Pledge sits.
Silver Pledge sits in the middle. It's a nice little gap in there. Homeowners don't really need to get that concerned about the warranty. That's really, GF's going to stand behind it. That's what they need to understand. GF's going to stand behind it.
Understood. And Silver Pledge is a 10-year workmanship
That's
warranty.
correct.
It's not 25.
That's correct.
And from our end as contractors, and I guess a homeowner's end who's looking at consuming it, it's going to be 4 GAF components, not 5.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. You guys have grown. GAF has grown. How's that been?
I've been with GF for about 6 years now, and every year we have new acquisitions. In the last 3 years, we've probably doubled in size with new acquisitions.
That's incredible.
Yes, it is. And it's just amazing being the largest manufacturer and still growing every year, and being privately owned as well.
And some of that's going to be strategic partnerships where you guys are buying. I know that you guys have put some interest into a company called E360 or Hover, and that's one of the things that Master Elites have brought to market is models of roofs and of homes for our customers. That was first introduced to us by GAF.
Technology is so huge today. I mean, what is today is gone tomorrow, but E360 allows a homeowner to actually sit down and visualize what their house is going to look like with the salesperson. It's an awesome, awesome tool. GF loved it so much we bought part of the company.
So that's a strategic partner that helped you guys grow,
Absolutely.
but you grew smart.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. And one of the other things you guys are doing, some sweat that you're putting in, and you guys have produced a ton of technical bulletins for us contractors to be able to know exactly how we're supposed to be installing roofs, but also to kind of act as supplements for codes as well, so that folks like insurance companies who might say, oh, don't worry about that, that's not code, you don't need to put ice and water in. We now know that that's a code because it is written into the manufacturer specifications, right?
Nobody does a better job than GAF as far as helping to educate and keep the contractor in touch with what's going on. We have a technical hotline that you can call at any time to find out anything that you need in front of an inspector at any time to keep your job going.
I guess one of the biggest places that you guys are sort of helping bring that education to your contractors is through Wealth Builders. Just occurred in April. Pretty big success. I didn't go, you didn't go, darn it.
Wealth Builders is huge. We get the best contractors with the best information all across the country, put them in one room, and they all get to share, learn, and grow. It's awesome.
So they can bring better products to their markets and have more satisfied customers.
It's better products, better ideas. It's a growth overall potential for everyone, for GF and the contractors. It's an awesome, awesome tool.
Ton of value for those
Absolutely.
guys. And at the end of the day, ton of value for those customers that are consuming from those contractors. You want to equip those guys to be the best. So Wealth Builders is really going to be y'all's marquee event to help educate contractors and bring a better product to each marketplace.
Not only does it bring a better product to the marketplace, it brings better ideas, better selling functions, better selling tools, so that the homeowner, the end customer, gets a better product and a better service and a better experience.
Can be more equipped to understand what they're consuming and will have less problems, less issues, and we can be sure to more effectively use tools like you guys have also provided, like the Pro Field Guide. That's going to be something on site that we know exactly what we're supposed to be using, or exactly how we're supposed to be installing your products, because you guys have produced literature that's very easy to handle on site. You guys were one of the first ones to produce something like that as well.
Well, we have the Pro Field Guides. Everything is on YouTube, so a contractor can get out there and YouTube right on site and make sure. But what it does,
homeowners can as well.
It brings professionalism to every job is what it does. Professional installation on every job.
And breaks down component by component so folks can really understand what they're consuming. If they have questions about items, you guys have kind of teed that up and made it sort of, dummied it down a little bit for us contractors.
I don't want to say we dummied it down, but we've enlightened the homeowner as well as the contractor on everything that goes on that roof.
Going ahead, some of the big conversation going forward on roofing systems, solar.
GF is very involved in solar, particularly in California, but also other parts of the country as well. We're continuing to add solar territory reps like myself all across the country. So that is going to be a big part of our business going forward.
Cool.
The really cool thing, solar is changing so quickly. It's not the old solar that's set way up on your roof where you had to worry about stuff getting underneath of it. Today's solar sets right on the roof, on the clean deck. It's a beautiful product.
Is it going to be as cooled? I know that's a big conversation, is how does that stuff get cooled? If it gets hot, it's not efficient.
Well, it actually sits on the roof deck
Which would make it hotter.
Well, it sits on there just like a skylight does. So it's got a flange, so the shingles actually go right up to it.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about that heat transfer when you have that air gap. So it's a really, really cool product.
Did you say you were a rep and GF is beginning to get invested in that market? Is that some new acquisition? Did I hear you say that right?
Well, actually, we actually had specialized reps just in the solar side of it. So,
wow, okay.
Yes, so that's how heavily
right.
they feel like that solar is going to be in the future.
And will customers start to see them in the marketplace and kind of start to see that stuff popping into Home Depot with Home Depot doing those types of installs, or do you expect that to kind of be more?
It's a specialized product.
More boutique type install.
It is a specialized product, more through like a master lead, where a certified contractor really needs to be installed in that product, not an everyday contractor.
In the next 2 years, do you see those becoming a small part where maybe they run a hot water heater off of something like that, or a small appliance? Or do you begin to see that going through inverters and starting to convert energy for the entire home?
For the entire home. The technology is getting so smart that it's not small time anymore. This is big time stuff that solar's going into.
Understood. Do you have any branding or names for the customers, or is that proprietary as well?
Actually, every year the product does change. So just go on our website and take a look. It's really cool, gafsolar.com.
Guys, if you enjoyed this video, be sure and share or add or subscribe. And give Wilson Tate a call if you have any GF questions in the Knoxville or the Asheville market. And call Litespeed Construction if we can help with your next GF roofing product. And if we can take a look at any warranty issues, or you guys want a little bit more information about your next roof. It's Kirby Smith with Litespeed Construction.
Wilson Tate with GAF.
Thank you guys so much for viewing.